Norwegian with Chris "Rough" Waters. This man hails from Tarleton, England, 5 feet 6 inches tall and 69 kilograms. He is the former British national number 3. His opponent lives in Hell. That's Hell, Norway. Jan Erik Sunde represents Team Hell. He is 5 feet 8 inches tall, 66 kilograms, and the multiple Norwegian national champion. Before we get things underway, let's have a little look at some of the important rules of the sport. The athletes have 1 minute to get a fair grip. Their elbows must remain on the 7x7 elbow pad throughout the round. The referee can award a running foul during the match, which is a little bit like playing an advantage in soccer. And an athlete on a running foul must win the pin in order to get the restart. 2 consecutive fouls by any athlete loses them the round.
I'm Christopher Waters from Preston, England. I'm here to wrestle Jan Erik Sunde from Norway.
I'm Jan Erik Sunde from Norway. I'm here to wrestle Chris Waters from England.
Very, very good player from what I hear. I've seen some footage of him, very high top roller. Could cause me a few problems, but I've been training mostly top roll and a lot of hooks, so we'll see what happens.
I know Chris Waters is a good guy inside, in hook. So I've been training a lot of hook the last month.
I think the weakness is if I can take him away from his open his arm up. I've got the match all day long.
I'm gonna shock him to go where he's best.
Chris "Rough" Waters back in the Arm War Super Series. This guy had a blistering start. He faces today Jan Erik Sunde, Norwegian standout, and a slightly taller man. This guy has real leverage advantage here. Waters has got good power inside, comes from a very solid stable, training with the Preston Panthers in Tarleton, England. Very high grip from Jan Erik Sunde, and it's Jan Erik with an enormous top roll attack, and he gains hand control early. Chris Waters hanging onto it off the pad, but he's got no hand control, and the tricep press win for the Norwegian early. Look at that on the replay. He took hand control, index finger over index finger knuckle. No way back for Chris Waters. Whilst the Englishman was hanging on, his teammates were shouting, "Let it go."
Yeah. Ooh. So great.
You're under and he's fighting York time and you're backing out of it. Creep up, focus that hand up, fetch it right up, and then close in. Get this gap closed right up.
Advice in the corner of Chris "Rough" Waters coming from Ted, the Elf Wilson, British national champion at this weight class.
Ready, go.
Big drive from Sunde again, and it's Jan Erik Sunde with a top roll, and it was unstoppable, gained so much height. And Chris Waters released his grip, trying to walk the fingers, in what turned out to be a terrible technique.
Han dig bakåt eller han försöker curla in dig?
Ja, han prövar att curla mig in.
Ja, men det är bara att hålla ihop.
Ja, jag bara trycker bak så ska ha en till för jag går i hooken.
Ja.
Jag måste in och känna.
Ja, precis.
There, tight, high, everything tight. Your ear still. Okay?
When you're running as well, you're lying back. Don't do
Start
that.
to hold, let it go. You want a light match.
Right.
Light grip.
Get your wrist up and just go over. Don't go around.
Great advice from the brother of Chris Waters, Paul "Smooth" Waters, one of the best technical arm wrestlers currently in the Super Series, and a guy with massive experience of this format and a lot better hit. Now that was far improved from Chris Waters, and he sets the hook. Now Jan Erik Sunde digs in deep, and he's hanging on, he's engaged the tricep, but Chris Waters has enough power to hold on to him at least instantly from that. Oh, but he's got the tricep press so tight. I'm just looking at Chris Waters. He seems to be rubbing his arm furiously there as we go to the replay, and you wonder whether the Englishman had some damage there. There was the first drive. Now watch this second one. Ugly position on the arm of Waters. Out of shot there, Chris Waters rubbing his arm furiously as he walks back to his brother. and Ted Wilson in his corner.
The moment he's still fighting it here, and then he's buckling you out. Yeah? Get some aggression.
Real pain and discomfort etched on the face of Chris Waters. It's now or never for the Englishman. He really needs to get back in this match right now. He has nowhere left now. 3 down. Oh, massive top roll attack. And for the first time, he secures hand control. Inexplicably, he's led back. And his brother's furious with that, telling him to attack, do not sit back. But he has hand control now. Waters, total control of the hand, but Jan-Erik Sunde hanging on to him. Big drive, and we'll go into the strap match. Paul Waters furious with his brother there, shouting, do not sit up. And Chris couldn't oblige. He sat back up and allowed Jan-Erik to go back on the attack. And the Norwegian has hand control now. Chris Waters totally defensive from here on in, and it looks like Jan-Erik has got some in reserve. The Norwegian with an enormous drive, it is the win. And Jan-Erik Sunde knows it is job done at Killer Instinct.
We love this.
Look at the control taken in the first start. He'd lost his wrist and hand. No same mistake in the second attack. The strap was applied, he maintained the height and swept to the side. Great arm wrestling from the Norwegian.
You tough on me all the time in training. This guy is no different. Set up, right? Higher grip, direction. You reverse in training. You're not reversing it. Hit his fingers. Don't lose the leverage advantage. Keep it high. Keep the pressure on the fingers. You're in the strap, so no pressure on the fingers. You're going sideways. Be aggressive. Back to basics. Hit those fingers, okay?
Prøv å eksperimentere litt. Prøv å komme meg inn I hooken, men det var jo det jeg skulle I stad, vet du. Men jeg jo...
Isn't a famous Norwegians, the man in the blue hooded top. Relentless. Frode Hågeland. Real standout of Team Norway. In the middleweight division, that's a lot better from Chris Waters, and he does get some hand control now. Needs to keep his hand closed and put some pressure into there sideways. He's sacrificed his hand and wrist again. And Jan-Erik Sunde with a sweetly taken counter. Soaks up the pressure, waited for Chris Waters to put his own hand in jeopardy. And as soon as he did so, watch this, bang, the counter will come in. There it is, driven straight to the pad. Jan-Erik Sunde with the win.
Just playing.
Huh?
Yeah, just playing, but I want to take him on his return.
Yeah.
When he hits, then I hit.
Straight.
Yeah. It's okay.
Beautifully timed attack from the Norwegian.
Stronger than this, though.
Chris Waters, such great potential.
Good. Wrist, good.
But he's struggling to engage himself in the match. He's got hand control now, but he needs to grip tight and hang on to that. Jan-Erik Sunde comes in with the press, puts Waters onto the running foul.
Come on. Yeah.
And the Norwegian has plenty of arm strength left. Chris Waters on his least favoured left arm. Struggling to make his intentions translate powerfully at the table.
Ready, go!
Big drive again from Waters off the start, and he does get that hand control. But look at Jan-Erik Sunde, engages the tricep and starts to drive. Chris Waters was sat back, he's waiting too long, and he's going to be swept away again if he's not careful. Needs to get tight and close, not able to do so. Jan-Erik Sunde with